In this chapter, we're going to learn time-saving techniques with the InfoViewer as well as the Debugger.
The InfoViewer in Visual C++ contains a wealth of information right at our fingertips. Experienced programmers will tell you that you will use the InfoViewer in many instances to see correct syntax for source code and programming techniques to define and help with error messages.
Traveling through InfoViewer can get tedious, but with the right keystrokes, the journey can be a pleasant one. Let's check it out.
With the InfoViewer on our screen as we left it in Chapter 1, we'll press Ctrl plus Home to position ourselves at the beginning of the file. We can press Tab to move our position to the next hot link in this particular topic. This hot link simply gives us more information on elements relating to the topic in the InfoViewer. Let's click this hot link. We now see an informative box appear, giving us more info on the topic. To close this hot link box, we simply click our mouse button anywhere in the InfoViewer. We can move the InfoViewer topic to the previously viewed topic. We press Ctrl plus B and the topic is now telling us about the syntax error we had viewed earlier. You might find it easy to use bookmarks when working with the InfoViewer. A bookmark is exactly what you think it is. A bookmark to frequently access topics in the InfoViewer. We can use both named and unnamed bookmarks. Named bookmarks are saved between editing sessions. Once we create a named bookmark, we are able to jump to that location whether the file is open or not. Named bookmarks store both the line number and the column number of the location of the cursor when the bookmark was created. This location is adjusted whenever we edit the file. Even if we delete the characters around the bookmark remains in the correct location. Unnamed bookmarks are temporary. They are removed when the file containing them is closed or reloaded. Unnamed bookmarks store only the current line, not the column offset of the cursor. When a line containing an unnamed bookmark is deleted, the bookmark is also removed. We can jump to an unnamed bookmark by activating the file and using either the bookmark next or the bookmark previous command. The advantage of unnamed bookmarks is that they are very easy to set and they provide us with visible feedback in the selection margin of our document. We press Ctrl plus Shift plus B. We now see the Add Bookmark dialog box. We'll keep the default name and click OK. With the file view displayed, we double-click appwiz.sdi.cpp. To get back to our bookmark, we open the Edit menu and choose InfoViewer Bookmarks. From the InfoViewer Bookmarks dialog box, let's double-click the bookmark we created and see the information we bookmarked appear in the InfoViewer topic window. Let's turn our attention to the Debugger. As we all know, the Debugger helps us locate bugs in an executable program, dynamic link library thread, or OLE client or server.
Let's take a look at some time-saving techniques to use when debugging.
With our AppWiz SDI application still loaded, let's open the Build menu and choose Rebuild All. Now with our file view displayed, let's double-click appwiz.sdi.cpp. Let's place our insertion point in the doModal function. We can use the Step Into function by pressing F11. Stepping into a function means we can single step through instructions or the code in applications and enter each function call that is encountered. We can step over a function by pressing F10. Now we can step through source code one statement at a time. Stepping over a function allows us to step through our source code one statement at a time in a chosen function, starting from a breakpoint without entering any other functions. We can step out of a function by pressing Shift plus F11. This saves us a little time by not having to go to the Debug menu and selecting the option there. Stepping out of a function means that we can also exit from a function immediately and return to the line where the function was called from. We can also run to cursor by pressing Ctrl plus F10. Running to cursor is the equivalent to setting a temporary breakpoint at the insertion location. Run to cursor allows us to execute the source code as far as the line that contains the insertion point.
While in the debugger, there are several windows we can open if needed through keyboard shortcuts. Let's try